What's good, YouTube? How are we all doing? Alright, so like I said, breakdown time of my newest track, Keep Going. So if you're new, I'd suggest listen to the track first and then come back watch the video, or you could just don't worry about the track and watch the video. It's up to you. I'm gonna call this a modern dubstep track breakdown, because in my opinion this is definitely my most modern track. I'm still struggling to sort of make, like, you know, modern type of dubstep that like you hear on like Dubstep Gutter and all that shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I do want to make it like that because it'd have my own twist to it and it'd be way better than the shit on Dubstep Gutter, but I'm still sort of struggling on how to do that. This is the closest thing I've got to it, and the trick that I figured out is I'll explain to you when I get to the drop. So yeah, this is the project here. I love this project because it's so organized and I've got like everything colored and everything where I want it to be. It's just perfect. Fucking happy as hell with this project. So before we continue, just head over to the SoundCloud. Please give the track a like and a repost. Because yeah, I've released a dope track and I got like 4 likes on it. So come on, guys, fucking give me a hand here. So breakdowns should help you guys understand, you know, what to do, you know, or what's an idea for an intro, or how do I do a breakdown, or how do I do a transition, all that shit. So use this breakdown wisely. So yeah, let's get into it, eh? First things first, we'll start with our intro. Bang. Our intro, we have 8 bars. 8 bar intro. Oh, most of my intros are always 8 bars. It's a good length. I have a few sampled out things in this track. So the way this track worked for me was, I have this, which is the main FLP, and then I have another FLP, which is my stems and growls. So that's where I made the drop and I bounced things out that I needed to save CPU and to just help keep the track a bit tidy. So the whole song actually started off as a melodic track and it just went to shit. So it took me a few days of just fucking around trying to get the track rolling. Yeah, so I started off with this little delayed pluck thing and then just normal piano chords. So a trick that will help you is that first lay down some chords for your track, just some simple chords, right? And make this the basis of your whole song. So everything in this track is based on these chords, everything. And so that will help keep the track, it's obviously going to keep it in key, but it's going to help you without getting yourself crazy. So I'm not writing chords for this intro and I'm not writing new chords for the fucking breakdown and the main melody, and then I don't have new chords in the build up, and then, you know, so you guys understand what I'm trying to say. It will just help you keep organized and to keep a flow of things going. So spend about, you know, half an hour picking your chords, thinking of chords, and then stick with it. Then, so this little delay intro lead is actually this is the same thing. It's just this lead here from the main melody, but I just sampled it, I chopped it up and chucked a delay on it. I've got an ARP which comes in with automation. So see, the ARP comes in. I've got a build bass which also comes in, and then I've got some organ keys which also comes in. So, and then some percussion. Why did I choose percussion? The percussion makes the whole thing sound so weird. But fuck it, like, it's different and it sounds cool. So let's give this a crack. See, very simple, guys, not too crazy. You know, you just got your typical effects. That's about it for that, really. So I'll at least have one more look at that. So delayed, some percussion, some cursive stuff. The ARP, I won't be able to hear that because it's fucking low passed. And an organ which plays here. So here I've got organ. Organ. What am I doing with that? That should work. Anyway, so 8 bars and I get another 8 bar main melody, which I like to call it, which is just pretty much the drums, the main lead. So everything's the same piano chords, this same delayed pluck just with the delay off it, and it's the full lead. I still got the percussive stuff going, and I've got this build bass and the organ keys, which is the keys, the organ's the same as the piano, and the bass are just playing bass notes in the same key, obviously just like down 2 octaves. So let's give that a listen. I was originally going to call this song like smooth jazz or something like that, just because this thing reminds me of a jazz player. Yeah, so like I said, just drums with percussion, the lead, and like I said, guys, I'm not going to really go into the plugins, like it's just Serum and it's just, you know, fucking Harmar and Serum again. Like Serum's my main weapon, guys, so this is just to help you guys sort of get an idea on how to progress with a track, not so much a tutorial on how to do shit. So the bass is just giving a nice little groove, a little bass line like underneath everything. This up here. And then the organ keys. These are cool as hell. And back to the start. Bam. I love that stuff. That's awesome. And then the piano chords are the same. And then I lead up to a 4 bar breakdown. Now this is where everything sort of goes silent, leading back up to the build up. So here we go. So it's pretty much drums gone, lead still going, piano chords. These piano chords go through everything pretty much. The organ's still going, but I've got the organ fading away, like low passed out. So see, the organ comes up and back down, and the bass I got like a little pitch bend thing, so disappearing just to give a nice little transition. And the build up, the build up was fun as hell. I'm starting to do this a lot, where I sample out a bit of the drop and then I sort of like, you know, low pass it in just to give a hectic build up like feel. But it's the build up, which is I think 16 bars or 12 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 12 bar build up. So pretty standard stuff. Once again, the piano chords go through. These piano chords are everywhere. So same thing. So the same piano chords. The lead, I've got the lead transitioning away. Again. You guys have to start doing that for smoother transitions and for cleaner mixes. instead of everything sounding so square, you got shit disappearing and coming back. I just got the kick drop, and then I've got a build up kick. I always do a separate build up kick. You don't have to do that, but I feel like you got more control, and because your drop kick is usually extremely heavy, I don't want this heavy kick deafening people's ears while this is building up. I got claps. If you want a way to pick up the energy in any track, add claps. Doesn't matter what song it is, if you add claps, it's going to pick up the pace. So look like this track without the claps, right? And then again with the claps. Straight away that gives people like that, oh, okay, this is coming. Drop hi-hats, because I've got different, I don't have percussion sounds in the drop. I've actually got proper cymbals for that. The percussion was just for the intro, so I've got the actual hi-hats coming in, and I've got a different ARP this time, which is my drop ARP. It's very bro steppy, but these are fun as hell to make. I've got a tutorial on making these, so check that out if you're new. The organ chords disappear. I got the bass again, but this time it's playing just a different pattern. So that's also low passed, right there, just so it's not so like loud and taking over the build up. Because I want people to remember. I want people to sort of pay attention on the growls and the claps in the build up, not the bass. So I've low passed that, just scooped it out of the realm. And then yeah, I've got the growls, which is like I've told you guys before. I think you just sample a bit, make a sample out of your drop, and it's just easier to control. And then just low pass it in. So one more time. This is just a sample of me just going, let's go now, edit it out, use hardcore, which comes with FL. It's really loud, I'm sorry. And then this is just the build kick button, just playing like a little loop thing. Now, drop, which is, I always do my drops 40 bars. This is my favorite song structure mode. I definitely took it from Royal Disco. I'll always admit that. I'm not scared to admit that. I remember I listened to a lot of Royal Disco. They're probably one of my favorite producers. And I one day sat in the car and I counted their songs. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, note down, 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar. They've got the best drop structure in the world. Definitely the best. It makes sense. It's clean. It's nice. It's not too short, not too long. Perfect. So I always stick with their drop structure, which is just simply 40 bars. But you've got 8 bars, 8 bar drop, 2 bar fill, 8 bar drop, 2 bar fill. Second half of the first drop, which is 8 bar, which is different sounds, but still 8 bars, 2 bar fill, 8 bars, 2 bar fill, breakdown, bang, perfect. Now this, let me just have a quick chat about this. It's all samples. Now before someone says samples, they are my own samples, like I've explained to you before. I really like working in this way. It's fun and it's easier and quicker, and I can understand you don't have as much control, but let's just talk about something quickly. Now everyone listen up, because this is good advice. I was watching a mastering course where a dude was talking, a mastering engineer was explaining on how he masters and whatever, and how he makes music. He said he reckons the 2 most important things are a good mix down, obviously, and sampling your stuff out. Now, why do you think you would sample your stuff out? Because he said, obviously because of your CPU, but 2, it helps you commit. And that's stuck in my head. It helps you commit. That means once I've made my samples and I've got them in this track ready to fuck around with, these are the samples I'm stuck with. I can't then so this growl here, I can't go back to Serum and fucking try to tweak it and make it sound a bit better, or do this and do that. I can't change the automation to make it sound different. I can't do that shit because I've just got a sample. So that's why if you make your samples and then you work on your samples for a day, 2 days, then when you're happy with the samples and you think it all fits together with your song, yes, it is annoying going back and forth between the two FL Studio projects, but once you get that boring and hard stuff out of the way, it's fun. All you're doing is dragging in samples you've made. So I hope you guys understand what I mean by this. So it helps you commit. So once I've got these samples, that's it. I have to make a drop sound hectic with these samples. I can't go back to Serum and fucking and change things and start second guessing myself, because once I've got the samples, it's it. Like, it's ready to go. I'm not gonna keep this track waiting just because I want to go back and change a little tiny macro in Serum. So I think that was actually some very good advice from this dude. His name's JC Conado. He's like some French dude. He runs his own school in the UK, an electronic dance music school. They're called Point Blank Music, so I'd suggest to check that out. So yeah, samples help you commit. So I will play. I'm not going to play the whole drop. Just listen to the song. I'll play some of the drop, show you some of the samples, and then I'll go back to the first FLP just to prove to you guys that they're my samples, and then we'll continue on. I'm also going to release these in a sample pack if anyone's interested in that. It'll be for free, of course, but that might go up today. So the drop, pretty simple. I had a separate FLP. I made growls, sampled them out, brought them in, and I just, I played copy and paste. So let's have a listen. So quickly, I've got the build up, which is playing the same as these piano chords. Got drums, standard, offbeat. I love offbeats. I try to avoid doing them because I do them so much, but they're fun. These change the whole groove of a track. So Serum offbeat, some delay on it, sub bass in FreeS OSC, kept it simple, and just effects, and there's nothing else to it. So yeah, love that sound. I love that sound. Now, guys, tip to modern dubstep. I think I've cracked it. Fast basses, and by fast I mean this. I don't know. All the new tracks these days have this type of shit in it, and I tried it out, and my track sounds modern. I think the whole track would sound completely different if I didn't have these things in it. So let me just show you guys something really cool by now. Right, so I was in my other FLP, my other Serum project for this song, right? I'm going to show you guys something. This is what I made in Serum. I made this whole little bass line groove. I sampled this out. Let's have a listen. See, so that's why it's awesome making samples, because then I can just come into this track and go, okay, I don't like this, don't like this. So I just ended up chopping everything out, keeping the fast bit. And I just threw it in wherever. Like, I was just having fun, like just making it sound cool, trying different arrangements and stuff. So yeah, and I'm really happy with the result. So 8-bar drop, 2-bar filler. Guys, always label your stuff, just keep organized. You'll thank me later. The filler, it's just the same piano chords, the up from the intro, and the same lead from the intro, but make things come in. So I've actually got the lead playing a bar earlier, and I'm just down here, in the lead, low pass it in. bang. It just makes it sound a smoother transition. And I love how you can sort of just hear the lead coming in. So one more time, ready? Take a listen to when it gets to the blue. Bang. Beautiful. Alright, drop 1B, sort of the same. I love this. That old school, like massive type of growls that people used to do back in the day. I love it. Yep, so like I said, guys, it's me making random growls and just putting them together. Same thing, the filler the exact same. I just changed the melody, still leading in. So the second half of the first drop is the exact same sounds. I just made different grooves with it in the samples. That's all the same, and then I just get back to the breakdown. So 40 bar drop. I've got the breakdown, which is pretty much the exact same as the intro. It goes for 8 bars. This time I've got the offbeat playing, but I just low pass it in all the way to the drop. There it is there, the offbeat bang coming up. 8 bars. We're out. Exact same build up, except I've got the intro lead. Nothing different. Same thing, 12 bars, drop 2. This is a bit different. I've got a drum fill that also low passed in before the drop. Exact same, but this time I just got chords. Simple stuff, guys. In Serum and Harmar, and I've got a lead in Serum just playing over the top with bass. I said this before, guys. If you're gonna make like these type of chords in a drop, always do not forget to layer it with bass. With these type of things, do not forget to layer it with that, because if you're gonna do chords with no type of bass and then you come to sub bass, it's going to sound really, really bad. That's it, guys. If you've heard the song, you know how the rest goes. Another 40 bars. Of course, I had to add a little bit of a melodic element. Had to do it. I cannot not do it. And then yeah, I didn't have an outro for this. I didn't have one planned. I just wanted the song to completely end. That's it. No outro, nothing to worry about. And guys, that's really it. As you can see, it's quite simple. It's just clean. And I do believe that I'm not that good at mastering and stuff. I am going to do a tutorial just so I can show you guys how to do it on your own. I'm not that good, but this song was my best mastered one, 100%. And I am getting better at it, and I'm going to become really good at it, really soon. So I will do a video very soon. Yeah, but I do believe clean tracks kill a loud track any day. But that's just my opinion anyway. But these days people think that dubstep has to be at the point of distortion to sound good, which doesn't make any sense. But it's whatever, you know. Just let me quickly show you guys the other FLP, stems and growls. This is just, I guess, to show you guys what I mean by having 2 projects to work with, and just to make sure that you guys don't think I'm using other people's samples, because I'll be very, very heartbroken if someone accused me of that. So as you can see, the song started off with these type of growls. See what I mean? So I just make samples. I sample these out, open the other project, throw them in. I just go back and forth for a little bit. All done. So there it is. There you guys have it. A breakdown. Hopefully that helps you guys be able to progress. I don't know if I want to give the FLP out. I'm pretty proud of this project, so I might keep it to myself. So the breakdown should be enough for you guys to help you get going. Give it a try, that technique. Give it a try making the samples, because it is annoying at first, but you're going to be doing your CPU a great favor. And it is fun, guys. It's pretty much just it's really easy just throwing in samples, especially when they're your own. It's extremely fun. Give it a try. If you don't like it, then go back to the way you do it. So fuck it, just give it a crack. That's it for me, guys. I might do a double upload today, so friendly out.